All right, hi, this is Casey Dempsey, and I'm here for my mentor meeting with Kelsey Timty. And we're going to talk about my lesson about UFly, lesson U, day 2. Okay.
So some of the strengths that I noticed was you had your clear pronunciation of the letter sound for you, specifically when we're focusing on the short sound for you, because we didn't really get into that long sound yet. And students could clearly hear your pronunciation and they were able to model it back, which is wonderful. As per usual, you did follow the UFly steps consistently from 5 all the way to 8. That's really good. It keeps the kids confident in what they're doing. They're following that routine. They know how to go from A to B to C, which is super nice. And then you had good engagement with that. Students were participating through like their gestures, and I saw them like tapping out the sounds and the words with you. There's really good like choral responses as they were answering. There was one student that was definitely off task, and I know the adult should be more so on top of them, and that's a whole separate situation, but because he was in the camera frame, have to bring that up. But the other students around him honestly knew to ignore his behavior and continue to go. So yeah, they were really engaged, and it was really nice to see. And another thing that went well was that your modeling was really good too. You showed them exactly how to blend the words this time. I saw you up on the board dragging it with them like we talked about last week, which was wonderful.
And do you think I went slower this time, or do you think I was a little bit too fast?
I think that was pretty good. I think the slowness was good. The pacing was really well. Again, I know it's hard because you want to stay up in the front to be able to model, but then you also have to walk around and see what they're doing. So I think with more like adult help in the classroom as well, that, they can take over more so like the rotating around the room while you stand in the front and model it. Especially when it comes to that blending drill on the board, when you're saying like goodbye S, instead of just saying it to them, do it first, and that'll model to them that they also need to do it as well. That might be like a good addition to the modeling that you're already doing. Yeah, because I could see like you're tapping out with them, which is great modeling. I saw them doing that. So just adding that, like you go first, so it's like a gradual release of I do, we do, then you do, I think would be helpful.
Okay.
Focusing on the mouth shape is really good. So like spending that moment to be like, look at my lips. The way that we're going to do this is we're going to stretch them out, drop the jaw, things like that. And then tell them like, notice how your mouth feels when you're saying the sound. Try to pinch your cheeks. You can't, like it's stuck in that position. And just talking about mouthing, I think would be helpful.
Usually I have my students do like, have your voice on, check it as on.
That's great.
Is it on or off?
Yeah, do they feel the vibration?
Yeah, vibration.
Perfect, yep. Because when they say for that, for a lot of the vowel sounds, they say it's continuous, so you have them stretch it out. So I would typically say like, all right, my turn. I'm going to say the sound for you. Your turn. And then I give them a stop sign for when it's, I don't do the stop because we have stop sounds to get them kind of like in a choir. They go like this to end the music. We do that when we're saying the sounds because of course you're going to have those kindergartners that go, forever. So we do it and I close my hands like this and they stop with me. So that might be a good technique as well when focusing on that mouth shape and the sound and the voice being on. You did great with the correcting, like the quickly and giving those shout outs to students with specific praise. That was an improvement as well. And if students were to say like the wrong sound or say something, that isn't correct in that whole choral response, I would just break it down, back it up and be like, all right, like, listen to me again. I said, for you. You try it and just go back and do it again. I don't think we need to, you didn't do it, but like there's no need to focus on that. I think just kind of having that additional feedback would be great. Your pacing was really good, especially when the blending part to like break it down. You have to slow it down. So that way they're able to get each sound and know the difference between beginning, middle, and end. And then I did like how you built the words and the variety. Like you had a bunch of different CBC words with the U sound in the middle too.
Like
so
or something.
Yep. And then even switching, I saw you switch out the vowels too. That's good practice of like spiraling from the lessons before. Still giving that focus on all the vowels. The only thing is, I think tightening transitions would be great, just making sure that they're on pace with the timing.
The timing for sure is the hardest part for me.
Definitely.
I have the timing on my lesson plans, but I feel like I'm always like running over, or I have to end it so quickly because the timer's going to end. So
I agree. I think day 2.
And how do I move with the movement? Like, I know a lot of friends are fidgety, and like, how would I do that?
I know. It's really tough because day 2 has a lot piled into it, and this was something that I brought up to our academic lead, was that kindergarten's having a hard time sitting for that length of time because it's not age appropriate. Yeah. And we asked if we could break it down and do different things, and unfortunately they told us we cannot do any kind of like
scripted.
Yeah, we can't do like brain breaks. The biggest suggestion they had is what we're already doing, is like just transition from carpet to desk, from carpet to desk. And it's super unfortunate, but ways that you could mix it up is say like hop like a bunny to your desk, or
get,
you know, crab walk back to the carpet.
Ninja
really
style
random. Yeah. I think maybe that would blend a little different like way to get them moving, but we can't stop our U-Fly and do something different. Yeah, it just doesn't work that way with our school.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I really wish we could, because I agree that it's a lot for them, and that might be why they're losing focus, but we gotta do what we gotta do here. But yeah, maybe just in incorporating different ways to crawl or hop or whatever would get them active.
Another thing is, how with that one student was on the rocking chair the whole entire time. Like, I feel like he's seeking that attention from the camera. How can I motivate him? What would you do in that situation?
He might be the person that points to the sound with me on the board. So he is the center of attention, but he's the center of attention in a positive way with the lesson.
I like that.
Yeah, so if you're like, all right, my teacher helper, it's going to be you today. Why don't you come on up? I'm going to say the sound and you point to the letters. And it gives him something to do. He is doing it with you, but in a I like that. If he's down for it. I know he's very yes or no. So if he's down for it, that would be great. And also I know he doesn't have a one-on-one, but he has like a helper in the classroom that checks in. She can check in a little harder. Yeah. Definitely can give him a little more encouragement to be working.
Nice. Well,
yeah, you kept the students active and involved, which is, I mean, huge for kindergarten in general. And then I think just a little more emphasis on that slowing down, they'll grow even faster with everything.
Yay.
Yeah,
well,
really good.
Kelsey.
Of course.
Right.